Hey, what's up, everybody? Ryan McDonald standing here in the heart of Gamespot headquarters here in San Francisco, California. Lark Anderson, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, doing great. Just excited here to see some Street Fighter.
Yeah, we got all kinds of Street Fighter. Right behind us is the Street Fighter, I should say Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix tournament. We got all kinds of people going on 4 stations at once, so we're going to find out of 64 people who is the best HD Remix player here. There are some big-time Street Fighter names here, some of the guys that are considered champions, so it'll be interesting to catch up with those guys.
Homer Ibarra standing out here in front of the GameSpot offices here in San Francisco, California. We are on the verge of the Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. All right, what's your best trash talking line when you're gonna own somebody?
No trash talk, just kind of give them the look and then look back.
Just all business. What's your best trash talking line? Owned. That's it. What's your go-to person though?
There's at least 3.
Competitors won't know what's hitting them, so it's good to vary it up.
So right now we're going to take a look at HD Remix and see how it's going there.
I'm not really much of a tournament player. Mostly play at home with my friends and such.
Well, my friends call me a game freak. I mean, I started playing since I was 5.
I've been playing since the first Street Fighter 2 came out, I would say. But I wouldn't really call myself a pro-ranked player or anything.
One, fight!
Chun-Li and Sagat. This is going to be an interesting match here. Sagat is all pure power. It's a little bit slower than Chun-Li, though.
Yeah, that's one round that not our friend David Toyster.
We'll see how it goes ultimately. I mean, Sagat's on his home ground here, you know, maybe that gives him a little morale boost, but no matter what, it's going to be a tough match here. The trick is to avoid those tiger uppercuts in the face.
Those are pretty brutal, man.
Definitely, definitely. And also the tiger shots, you know. Sagat loves his tigers. But it's looking not so good for Chun-Li. Chun-Li gets taken down.
That is one round apiece.
Yes, so we're looking for the last match here, and let's see how this goes. Looks like it's starting a little bit slower than the last one. Oh, nice throw counter there. He was setting him up for a pretty mean uppercut there. And the uppercut takes the day.
That's the business right there. What'd you think about that match, sir?
That was pretty brutal.
All right, we're going to continue this action here and see what other awesome matches we're going to come across.
Hey everybody, Homer here with the lead designer of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
You got it right.
I got it all. So how do you feel to see literally generations of people? I mean, I grew up playing this game. I'm sure you did, Street Fighter 2. Now, how does it feel to see, like, you know, all these young kids coming and still having the same enthusiasm for when it was still, you know, a huge arcade stopper?
It feels great, of course, and it's just what we were shooting for, because this game in particular, it's really well balanced, really well designed, and by putting a whole new coat of paint on it, making it look modern, we can take that great gameplay to like the next generation of people. That's exactly what's happening here.
All right, more as we continue.
What's your name?
Alberto Villarreal. Jeff Nui.
So what's your Street Fighter background?
I've been playing ever since I was a little kid at the Circle K.
Well, I've been playing like since I was like what, 8, 7.
Round 1, fight!
Some Ryo action here. You know, people mostly picking the classics. I haven't really seen One Fei Long, One T Hawk, not even a Zangief. You got to play the Gife occasionally, but you know, I guess you got to stick with what you're best at, right?
It's kind of like you got to go with what you know, yeah.
Exactly.
Start trying to change up your own strategy to like throw the other dude off. All you're going to do is throw yourself off.
Exactly. And then, you know, when you're playing against the same character, it's like you already know the tricks, right? And it's just a matter of trying to avoid them.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's that dude going down.
That was that dude going down. Dark Ryu there just got served.
You got taken out.
Round 2, fight!
Second round's going his way a little bit more.
A little bit like,
Yep.
you know, the darker Ryu is getting some fireballs off, set him on fire.
He's parking some fireballs in there.
And he's keeping him at a distance. You got to get in close with your Ryu. You can't just sit back and throw fireballs all day.
No, you cannot do that.
So far. And it looks like it might be it. Oh, okay, you got him.
I would have just stuck the fierce up into that. Yeah, boom. All coming down this one.
Yep. As I said before, anytime there goes to a third round, I mean, that's going to be a good match, you know?
Oh, dude, that's a dizzy right there. Oh, no.
Wow. He's on the offensive. He's not letting up there. Oh, this could be close.
Oh, nice. We're grabbing my boy right here. Dude, that's pimp. Oh, man. So, you still in 4 over here?
Yeah, I'm still 4.
Yeah.
I had to play him twice, actually.
Oh, really?
And in this.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Similar results, or?
No, I did way worse.
What's up, everybody? Homer Ibarra here with Blanca.
What's up?
Yeah, so Blanca, what's your strategy today?
Well, I think my strategy will be to use quick, aggressive strikes against these experienced players.
Now, I noticed that you've got a little bit more hair on your chest today.
I haven't been working out. I'm actually doing the opposite. So I'm actually drinking more alcohol, but taking lots of vitamins, getting my hair, getting hairier. That way, distract my opponent, get some hair in their mouth.
Yeah, you definitely don't want hair in the mouth as you're doing that.
I think
So,
that'd be a great strategy.
now as Blanca yourself, do you ever explore other characters?
Oh, I had a little relationship with Chun-Li a couple years ago.
Well, who hasn't?
I know. I mean, come on. See, look at those thighs. I mean, come on. But I think I'm going to try using some Sagat. I think I got some Tiger in me. Going to go low, high.
Not to be confused with Bob Saget, though.
Right, not Bob Saget. No, not Full House, 1 versus 100 Saget.
Look at the hair. Look at there. Obviously, you've come.
Brazilian waxing on this. It's delicious.
You're coming equipped. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you later on.
All right, you'll see my electric shocks.
All right, take it easy, Blanca.
Big matchup here, 2 perennial all-stars going at it. Let's see who we got here. Player 1 going with Ryu, player 2 still deciding. Nope, player 1 switches over to Ken. Ken blue outfit Ken versus player 2 still hasn't decided. Here we go, finally Chun-Li. Oh, green outfit Chun-Li. Yep, color clash, very important at the top level. You want to make sure you can psych out your opponent with different outfits. Here we go. Chun-Li starting to push the attack early on, getting Ken trapped in the corner. Chun-Li not letting him out of the corner. No moves yet used so far, but a lot of attacks, okay, now both players are separated. This could be a show of respect for players at the top level. Ken now coming in, first move actually used here. Ken Dragon Punch. Not really a lot going on here, just them keeping distance, trying to feel each other out. Chun-Li is going to win this off of just a head stomp. Hopefully we see a little bit more aggression here in round 2. Let's see what we got here. Who's going to take it first? Okay, that's Chun-Li's first move, Fireball. Ken now getting on the attack a little bit more. I think he's realized he has to play a little bit more aggressive. Ken again backed up into the corner, not able to get anything going. Now dizzy. And he's almost dead. Chun-Li is actually doing a pretty good job of preventing most of Ken's attacks here. For some reason, though, the Chun-Li player is not pushing the attack. Ken's almost dead. Not sure what he's waiting for here. Ken also, I think, just trying to figure out some of the moves here. Finally, super saved up for Chun-Li. I don't know if maybe that's what player 2 is waiting on, but not able to do it. Finally, we do see the dash lightning kick, and that's the match. Not too impressed with either player. Probably it's going to be a short tournament for both players, but oh well, we'll see.
There you have it. 64 competitors down to 32. Pretty crazy. What'd you think, Lark? A lot of good Street Fighter in there.
There was a lot of good Street Fighting in there. A lot of good strategy, a lot of good players, and I'm just excited to see, the rest of the matches.
Totally, yeah. So join us next week when we continue our Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix tournament, where we'll be going down from 32 competitors down to the Sweet 16. So join us next. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gamespot Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix Tournament. I'm Ryan McDonald.
I'm Lark Anderson.
And we are continuing our journey down from 64 competitors all the way down to the final one single guy who is the #1 champ at Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. Last week you saw us go from 64 to 32. This week we're taking them from 32 to 16. So lots of good competitors still in there.
A lot of good competitors still in there. A lot of good matches we've seen. A lot of good ones to come, I'm sure. So just got to check it out and look forward to the rest of it.
So let's go ahead and see the action, see what heats up. We'll go to 32 to 16, and we'll catch you in a sec.
Tell us your full name and and where are you from?
It's Andrew Kane. I'm from San Francisco, playing right across the street from San Francisco State University.
Gilbert Lee.
Gilbert, where are you from?
San Francisco.
Well, I've been playing Street Fighter generally for like 15 years, on and off. I've been playing a lot of tournaments. I go to Evolution a lot.
It all started when I was at my cousin's house, and he had Street Fighter Alpha 3, and that was the first one I played.
I won the last Street Fighter 4 tournament held in San Jose, so hopefully I'll do pretty well here. But, you know, anything can happen when it's just one round, one game.
Okay, we got a Sagat mirror match here, round 2. We got Gilbert and Andre. Andre in the purple, Gilbert in the green. Gilbert getting backed up here. Andre is doing a pretty good job backing him up. So far, not a lot of moves. Oh, there we go. Some Tigers. Almost a guarantee in any kind of Sagat mirror match, you're going to hear about 20, 25 Tigers. Okay, here we go. Andre's got him trapped in the corner. Nice combo here. 3-hit combo. But to finish him off, that's Gilbert. Round 1, he's already down. So Andre played that pretty well. Looks like he has a pretty good familiarity with, especially with the Tiger knee. Here we go, round 2. Gilbert misses Tiger uppercut. Andre's just content, just laying a barrage of Tiger fireballs. And here we go, Andre pushing the issue again, got him trapped in the corner. Gilbert's got to find a way to get out of the corner. This is the second straight match in which we're seeing the exact same thing. Andre using the Tiger knee pretty well to close distance. Another beautiful combo. Looked like 2 hit followed by another 3 hit, and that's a match. He does a pretty good job of closing distance, and we'll see Andre in the next round. Looking good though. Gilbert, better luck next year, man.
You're in the zone. What's your name, man?
It's Patrick.
Patrick? Where are you from, Patrick?
Hayward.
So, Super Street Fighter 2 HD Turbo Remix, right? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
And Street Fighter 4. Which ones are your games?
Well, I play all Street Fighter, you know? All of them. Fighting Street, the first one.
Fighting Street, when it was reverse. What characters are you going to use?
Probably Ken. That's been my guy from the start.
Give me your best Horyuken, dude.
Horyuken!
All right, that's pretty good.
What's your name?
My name is Luke Gallo. I'm from San Francisco.
I'm Randy Hill.
So Randy, where are you from?
I'm from San Francisco.
Randy, what's your Street Fighter history? I see you got a Street Fighter 2 shirt on here, so I'm going to say you kind of know what you're going back.
This is a vintage 1992 when I went to the competition and championship edition. So
I started playing Street Fighter 2 back in junior high, 8th grade.
I try to go as many tournaments, but there hasn't been that many. But yeah, try to go a lot.
You normally win at these tournaments?
Off and on.
Woo! I see we got another serious competitor.
Okay, another round 2 matchup here. Here we got Luke as E Honda, Randy as Ryu. Randy actually won Street Fighter 2 tournament back in 1992. He's sporting a nice little t-shirt here commemorating that win. Here we go. So far, though, it is Luke pressing the issue, keeping Ryu off board. Okay, here we go. There's a 1,000-hand slap cheese. It's just a matter of time. Any E Honda player is going to start busting that out. It's so cheap because you can move while you're doing it. And I'm sure we're going to see that again in subsequent rounds by Luke. Let's see. Again, 1,000-hand slap to open up the fight. Even though it's being blocked, it's taking off about a quarter of his life. And Randy, so far, he's a little bit... He's not able to keep E Honda away. The fireballs, but Luke's doing a good job of either jumping the fireballs or blocking. Oh, that's both of those 2 strong punches, low punches, took out about a fifth of his life. Luke has got he's got this one in the bag. He just needs any hit, and that's it. Not a very impressive fight technically, but I think quality of opponent-wise, that is a pretty impressive win by Luke.
Okay, so all 3 of you guys have played Street Fighter Remix HD and Street Fighter 4. What do you guys think of the main differences in the game, and what did you guys think of the games overall?
Street Fighter 2 HD Remix is a lot faster paced than that, and I think like you die a lot faster.
The main difference is I think Street Fighter 4 is more of like a technical game in the sense that you just have more variety and options available to you at any one time. Street Fighter 2 is more to the point. You just go for the kills.
I think Street Fighter 2 is based around mind games, and Street Fighter 4 is more technical, and they both received a graphical upgrade.
What's your name?
Robin Fu.
So where are you from?
Seattle, actually. Dareth here.
And where are you from?
San Jose, California.
So Dareth, what's your Street Fighter background?
I've been playing it ever since Street Fighter 1, so 15, 20 years of experience, I guess. Basically, I started playing in college.
Do you normally attend tournaments?
On occasions. Not as much as I used to, but yeah, I do.
Okay, look, let's check it out. We got another round 2 match here coming up. We got Sagat on player 2, Sagat on player 1. Another Sagat mirror match, and both of these guys actually look like they're from Thailand. I wonder if that influenced the decision. Anyway, this is between Robin and Dareth. Both players, I don't know what real experience they have, but so far they're pretty much playing the exact same style, trying to keep each other at bay, and Dareth is doing a pretty good job of connecting with his fireballs. I think that's the difference so far, is that he's able to land those fireballs versus Robin is not able to. All of those fireballs are getting blocked. Here we go. Try to close the distance, and Dareth actually does a pretty good job landing in Tiger Knee. Both players are actually being pretty patient here, trying to respecting each other, and that's why I think this is prolonging. I mean, this is one of the longest round 2 matches we've seen. Only 35 seconds left here. Both players have a very, very similar fighting style. Finally, now it looks like Robin is getting a little. Well, he's doing a pretty good job catching up here. I don't know what Dareth is doing. Dareth just pretty much let Robin hang around a little bit too long, not really pushing the issue, and he paid the price right there. Here we go again. Dareth again in the white. Tiger Knee closed the distance, but he gets immediately pushed back. He is slowly pushing Robin back. Robin now firing back with a lot of Tiger fireballs, and obviously you can hear it. Plenty of Tigers. That's all you're going to pretty much hear in a Sagat mirror match. Here we go now. Dareth is getting pushed back a little bit. Randy is continuing to come forward. It's a slightly different strategy than we saw in round 1. Here we go. Dareth now using Tiger Knees to jump over the fireballs. He just got crushed with the Tiger uppercut, and that's going to be it. Robin actually did a pretty good job. I think that time he found out the tendencies in Dareth, and he decided to take it a little bit more aggressive that time.
All right, we're over here with Blanca. Now, what's your real name, though?
I'm Matt.
You're Matt? Dude, so you brought it with Sagat.
I brought it. I didn't even know how to do the super. I thought it was down for punch. I think it's kick, but I didn't need it. I just did a couple Tiger uppercuts.
To the chin. Now, you obviously had no problem with your competitor there. What's the next tactic going into the next round?
It really depends on who I'm playing against. I'm generally the best with Ken and Sagat.
So when are you going to bring on the Blanca, though, dude?
I think the further along I get, I'm going to get more electrified. I might have some few surprises up my sleeve.
You're losing a little hair there. Is that going to detract from your winning streak, or what's going on?
The hair was there to intimidate, but I think actually that was the point, was that it will lose it, it will fly in people's face. I mean, and then they can't really do anything because it's like,
We'll see the next round, hopefully. All right, there it is. All right, more as we continue. Blanca in the house.
What's your name?
Graham Wolf.
Graham, where are you from?
I'm from Alameda.
My name is Eli Roner.
Eli, where are you from?
Originally from Brooklyn, but I just moved to Berkeley, so now I live in Berkeley.
I'm old school, I guess you could say.
I kind of grew up playing Street Fighter, so literally when I was like 5 or 6, the local video store would have like the new machine. It was like this new arcade, and I just
Playing in the arcade, losing quarters?
No, I've gone to tournaments and stuff. Gone to Japan to play the game. Actually, I've won a few tournaments, so I guess I've done all right.
Fantastic. Have you ever competed in a tournament before?
No, never. So it should be interesting.
Watch out for this guy.
Another round 2 matchup here. We got Graham playing as, I guess he selected Balrog. We're still waiting on the second player to choose his character. Right now he's got Ken selected. Haven't seen a lot of Balrog so far in the tournament, so this is going to be interesting. At least we're getting some variety other than Sagat's. Here we go. So we got Eli choosing Ryu, green Ryu. So far, here we go. Balrog able to close the distance, using a lot of charge attacks to close distance. He has Ryu trapped in the corner. Eli needs to try to come out of this. Oh my God, some cheese by Graham on doing a charge to immediately get the headbutt attack, and that was a pretty quick round. 25 seconds on that. Eli not able to get out of the corner. Again, pretty effective use by Graham to use the charges to close the distance, and he's not letting Eli get out of the corner. Again, he's got him trapped. Look, wow, the speed at which Graham is initiating some of these charge punches are pretty impressive. Super doesn't land any of the punches. Now it looks like Eli's trying to come back. He's got a lot of ground to make up here, and he's got to get out of the corner. He almost went back in the corner and gave Graham another chance. Graham well, he's almost giving him a chance, but Graham did finally finish him off. A lot of charge attacks. Obviously has a pretty good control of the character. It looks to be pretty tough in this tournament.
So there you have it. You saw us go from 64. Now we're going to 32 to 16, and we're left with the 16 greatest players we've got left in the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix tournament. What'd you think of that business? Any surprises there? A lot of good Street Fighter.
There's a lot of good Street Fighter, some unconventional characters, but I'm just loving watching these guys play and just seeing how they're going to up their game for the next round.
Right on. Join us next week when we see these 16 competitors get narrowed down to 8. See you then. Hello, welcome everybody. I am Ryan McDonald here for Gamespot.com with Lark Anderson. We are bringing you our Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix Tournament. We've done it in conjunction with Capcom. We're giving away $1,000 big dollars to the number one guy. We've seen it gone from 64 down to 32, and here we are bringing you down to the 8. So we got 8 dudes left. We're going to go see the action between these 8 competitors, bring it down to 4. There's lots of good competitors. We've seen it narrowed down to these guys, and let's go ahead and see who our competitors are.
We are here in the winner's circle with my man Ikeji Uju. What's up, Ikeji?
How you doing, bro? I'm chilling, man.
Cold lamp.
This feels like part 2.
It's like it's like the first round nerves. You got to get those out. You settle into your groove, execute, right?
Remember that SNES controller and all that, and go from there. I mean, don't get enamored with everything else going on. Just try to.
It's basically the same game.
They've been putting out the same stuff for a while, but hey, that's good for me. Don't switch it up.
If it ain't broke, right?
Don't fix it. Exactly. If you can play with Dawson, you're badass.
Why is Dawson, right, the darkest man in the game, and yet he is the wackest? What is up with that? As a fellow dark man,
African and tan. You know what? I've been battling this for a while. But I saw somebody playing Alpha 3 and they got through the whole game, and that just brought a tear to my eye. Seeing that dark man win.
Right, the minority uprising.
They keep them in every game though, so that's a win right there, right?
Yeah. Back here at the winner's circle with Graham Wolf. Now, Graham, people are saying that you are one of the heavy favorites to win this tournament. How does that make you feel?
Good. Yeah. I'm trying my best. Want to win the money.
Okay, here we see a sharp contrast in personalities based off of that interview. Kegi, man of a lot of words. We'll see how it pans out. A little bit of trash talking. He picks Akuma. Let's see who Graham goes with. Graham is selecting. He's got Balrog here. This is this guy. He's been just rolling people with Balrog so far. Let's see how he does here. Akuma, a lot of people not familiar with him, but he plays a lot like Ken Ryu. Already, oh my god, Graham's got him in this headbutt, and he's taken off about half of his life just off that one move. Great combo, 3-hit combo. Oh, and got him in the headbutt again. Wow, pretty fast first round. And that's the cheese Graham has been using in order to get advanced rounds. But they've been very quick, very dominant rounds. Graham's doing it again. Here Akuma's pushing the attack a little bit. Let's see how he handles it. Graham able to go through a fireball right there. Finally, he catches him with that headbutt. That headbutt's pretty much good for at least 33% of life. Gets on the other side. Great 3-hit combo. Wow, just very, very similar to the round 1 combo that Graham pulled off. Wins again, and very, very strong showing by Graham again. Impressive.
Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Ryan McDonald here for Gamespot.com with Lark Anderson. We are bringing you our Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix Tournament. We've done it in conjunction with Capcom. We're giving away $1,000 big to the #1 guy. We've seen it gone from 64 down to 32, and here we are bringing you down to the 8. So we got 8 dudes left. We're going to go see the action between these 8 competitors, bring it down to 4. Any nods as to who you think is going to make it?
Not really sure. I mean, it's too close to call in a lot of these matches, and I hate to try to judge them beforehand.
There's lots of good competitors. We've seen it narrowed down to these guys, and let's go ahead and see who our competitors are.
Here we are in the winner's circle with Paul Eath.
Paul Eath, who's been playing a complex ground game and an even more complex mind game, has been dominating this tournament. Although he claims to be a novice, his stick skill seems to say otherwise. Clearly he has more going on than at first glance. Look for a tough fight for any competitor that crosses his path.
Actually, I don't know anything about Street Fighter. I just came here with a friend, and he entered me into the tournament. So, I don't know. I'll just press some buttons and see what happens.
What's your name?
Patrick Oliveira.
Patrick Oliveira, lucky enough to enjoy a bye last round, has been a force to be reckoned with old standards like Ken. He presented his first round opponent with a beating through almost an impenetrable wall of lightning kicks. Not one to rest on the powers of his characters, his fights so far have been technical, not that standard flurry of fireballs and uppercuts.
All right, that's pretty good.
Okay, another quarterfinal matchup. Here we got Paul and Patrick. Paul as Guile, Patrick as Ryu. This should be a good match. So far, Paul, pretty impressive Guile play in the tournament. Let's see how he fares against Patrick. Lands a Sonic flash kick to start out the match using Sonic Boom to close some distance. Gets tagged with a little bit of lightning kick there. Following in a Sonic Boom, Paul's doing a pretty good job of closing distance, using that Sonic Boom as a lead in for backhands and upside down kicks. And here we go again. He's doing a pretty good job keeping Patrick trapped in the corner. Paul lands a flash kick, takes a little bit of damage, but he is going to take round 1. So Paul, right now, he's probably going to go to the same tactic. He is able to land a backhand following in a Sonic Boom, and not able to land a flash kick, but he does throw Patrick across the screen. Doing a pretty good job keeping distance, not able to really close in. I think Patrick is now taking a little bit more of an aggressive stance this round. It's still Paul using the same tactic, using a lot of Sonic Booms, just basically constant Sonic Booming. He does land a super flash kick right there, and that's round 2, and that's the match. So we're going to see Paul, pretty impressive Guile play. I don't know if it's going to be able to take out the other competitors like Graham, but we'll wait and see. Angry Kane. The very name strikes fear into the hearts of his opponents, but he has a very difficult quarterfinal matchup ahead of him. After a second round battle with Gilbert Lee that pushed into the limit, he did come back and had a dominating round 3 to advance. What will the quarterfinal round hold for Andrew Kane, though? Will he be able to live up to his ominous name? Long Yuan, the man, the legend, is definitely one of the favorites of this tournament, and his utter annihilation of his opponent shall go down in the scrolls of Street Fighter 2 history. We've seen him handily dispatch so many different types of players, but have we seen certain weaknesses in his technique? Can Andrew exploit those? Okay, the next of our quarterfinal matches, we have Long and Andrew. So far, we got Andrew selecting Sagat, Long still selecting. Let's see who he picks. Always trying to figure out a good balance here. Who counters Sagat? He's picking every single character. Let's see who he finally goes with. Oh, mirror match. Now, this is a true insult because he's basically saying that, hey, my Sagat is better than yours, and the actual gauge here is whoever says Tiger most usually wins. So let's see how he goes. Andrew pushing Leishu a little bit more. Long giving a lot of respect. Content with playing back and just shooting off fireballs. Andrew actually doing a pretty good job. He's landing a lot of those low fireballs. Now both players exchanging fireballs, not willing to get in close. There we go. First up close attack, double tiger knee by Andrew, able to close the distance, does get in some good damage. Now Long able to actually push him back with a good throw. No player landing it. Oh, there we go. First tiger uppercut lands. That's Andrew's tiger uppercut. Long's tiger knee does not connect. Andrew doing a good job of pushing the issue. Both players very low life. Not that much time remaining, only 30 seconds. And good combo by Andrew to take round 1. Tiger knee to a tiger uppercut. So let's see how Long responds here. Second round. Long again, purple short, Sagat, Andrew in the red. Andre doing a pretty good job of dodging all those fireballs, but he does get connected with the Tiger Uppercut there. Andre is playing back a little bit more passive play. Long doing a good job. Oh, wow, that was a perfect right there. Nice little combo to keep him in the corner, and I think that was a 4 hit to close it off. So Long responds pretty well. Let's see how round 3 goes. Round 3, Andre coming out as the aggressor, gets trapped in the corner though. Long doing a pretty good job, not letting him out of the corner, gets him stunned in the corner, lands a 2-hit Tiger Uppercut on that, not letting him out of the corner. Again, good throw to keep him in. Andre not doing a good job. He's not connecting on a lot of these hits. Andre, and that's going to be the end of Andre right there. Long does a pretty good job. He just landed about 6 consecutive hits to take that round. We'll see him in the next round. Long.
Carlos Meyer. I'm from Marin County, California. I started playing when I was like a freshman in high school back in the arcade. So, you know, that's what I'm interested in. I guess I'm old school or whatever. But.
Carlos Meyer has not been the luckiest man in this tournament. From round 1, he's been matched up with some of the fiercest competitors around the Bay Area, but they've all had one thing in common. They were no match for Mr. Carlos Meyer. He enters the quarterfinal round, round 4, as a proven, tested opponent, and he has his eye on the prize.
Graham Wolf, you are one of the heavy favorites to win this tournament.
Want to win the money.
Win the money, that's what it's all about.
Graham Wolf has been a man of few words, to put it lightly, and even fewer moves, but no one can deny his technique. He's been a solid competitor so far, playing a relentless ground game, and overwhelming his opponents with a flurry of punches and cheese that test the very bounds of the Xbox 360's processor. Okay, next of our quarterfinal matchups, it pits Graham versus Carlos. Graham, of course, the one that has been cheesing everybody with his ball rock play. No one's had any answer. Let's see if Carlos can do better with Ken here. Graham again tries to close the distance. It's been working for him. But here, Carlos actually does a pretty good job. Tags him with an uppercut. Now he's keeping him in bait with fireballs, not letting Graham get too close. Keeping distance, doing a pretty good job. Landing a lot of shorts and a lot of quick kicks to keep Graham on his toes, not let him close the distance, landing those huge punches. Yeah, he does. Graham does land a nice uppercut, uses a super to close the distance. He's now got Carlos trapped in the corner. Carlos throws him in the corner. Now he turns the table. Both players pretty low on life. Graham is now looking to be trapped in the corner. He's got to close the distance. He cannot just play at this range. And Carlos does a good job closing distance, gets a throw on him, and that's going to be round 1. So Carlos first upset. I don't know if Graham's lost a round yet this fight, this tournament. So Graham feeling the pressure. This is the first time he's got to deal with adversity. Let's see how he does. Here he closed the distance, a couple low punches, closed the distance right on Ken. Carlos is already down to about 25% health, and this is the Graham we've been seeing all tournament, just not letting you do anything. And there's the cheese of the automatic headbutt. Uses the super. Most of those hits were blocked. Graham again catches him. I don't know if it's a priority thing on that headbutt, but he always seems to beat every throw attempt. He always gets his headbutt out first. Let's see how Graham again closed the distance. That low punch always seems to be able to connect on most of his competitors, even though these are top flight competitors he's playing against. Again, look at this. Graham is about, I think he just perfected Carlos. That's unbelievable. Perfect. Just repeated the same attack. Didn't even have to use the headbutt there, but no one has an answer for it. Robin Fu has been all over this tournament, and he's been making more than a few warriors nervous as he studies their moves and their weaknesses. Not to leave any advantage unexploited, Robin has dispatched his opponents with ease, leaving a string of confused and beaten competitors in his wake.
Luke Esquivel.
Luke, aka A Rival, has been a man of mystery so far in this tournament. His early fights didn't appear on any of our tapes, and some doubt he even exists at all. One tale of him has him as the modern incarnation of the Japanese Ronin Takeshi. Luke, here to avenge his master's death, but there is only one way to find out for sure, and that is to see his skill in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. Next of our quarterfinal matchups, it pits Robin and Luke. Both have looked pretty dominant here so far in the tournament. Let's see how they go. So far we got Robin as E Honda. Luke is going with Ryu. Let's see how they match up here. So far, both players keeping some distance, not able to land anything. There's the first hit. Pretty good E Honda play by Robin. Robin gets thrown across the screen. A lot of moves being used, but not a lot connecting here. Robin able to use not an actual 1,000-hand slap, but is able to get a few slaps off. Red fireballs coming out from Luke. Luke is now doing a pretty good job of keeping some distance, and he landed the lightning kick and a nice combo there. A little bit of a dance around Robin. Robin not able to connect on the 1,000-hand slap. Again, here we go. First hit is by Luke. Luke's doing a pretty good job of closing distance. And a very dangerous play to play at that distance against E Honda, but he is doing a pretty good job of landing the hits and getting out before he gets any punishment on the other end. 1,000-hand slap connects by Robin. Robin able to now close the distance a little bit. Uses a super headbutt to close the distance. Now he's got Luke trapped in the corner, but not pushing the issue. He's just waiting, and he is going to take round 2. So pretty actually impressive response from Robin there, and we'll see how he responds in round 3 here. 1,000-hand slap closes the distance a little bit, gets immediately pushed back by a fireball. Luke's doing a pretty good job of keeping a full screen's distance away from Robin. Robin now able to close in with a headbutt, gets him trapped in the corner, not pushing the issue, waiting and trying to connect on that headbutt. That's the same thing he did last round. Luke misses on an uppercut, but is able to land a throw here, keep distance, pretty much an even fight here with about 50 seconds remaining. Here we go. Now Luke pushing the issue a little bit. He is going to get connected with the headbutt. Now Robin has got him on a 1,000-hand slap. Almost all of his life is going. Even though it's being blocked, it takes off so much life, and Robin is going to win on the basis of that 1,000-hand slap connecting. Wow, good cheese, but everybody seems to have cheese at this stage.
So there you have it. You saw us go all the way from 64, now down to the final 4. What do you think, Lark? These dudes are tough. It's going to be some serious business when we come back next week.
Definitely. I mean, these are the best 4 players we could find, in the entire Bay Area. Looking forward to seeing how they up their game.
So join us next week when we see these 4 guys get narrowed down to just 2 in their quest to get $1,000, not to mention also a chance at the bonus $500 as they compete against the champion of Street Fighter 4. So join us next week. See you then.
Welcome to the Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix Tournament on Gamespot.com. We've seen 64 of the top Street Fighter 2 fighters reduced down to 32, and then down to 16, then 8. Now we are at our final 4. 64 of the greatest fighters from the far reaches of the Bay Area have assembled here today to determine who is the ultimate Street Fighter. This is their story.
Back here at the winner's circle with my man Paul Eth again. Keeping it in the winner's circle, dude. What's up?
Paul Eth has impressed many in this tournament, dominating with that flat-top Special Forces superstar, Guile. While he attests to his novice, he is destroying opponent after opponent with a flurry of sonic booms and flash kicks. But one man stands in his way. One man can stop him from reaching the finals, and that man is Street Fighter Master, Long Hyun. Long is a wild card. He can keep his opponents at arm's length before getting in close for the kill. Overpowering challenger after challenger, Long has easily dispatched all those who have been pitted against him. His use of Sagat has been near perfect, even when confronted with the dreaded mirror match. But he has a major challenge ahead of him, a challenge that he may not survive.
We find ourselves in front of 2 of the gentlemen that are now in our semifinals. They're standing by. Here we go. Are you guys going to, what characters are you going to be playing as?
I have no idea. Maybe Sagat, maybe Vega. I don't really know.
How about you, sir?
Yeah, I don't know.
They got their poker face on. Lark, what are you hoping to see?
I'm hoping to see a great match here is what I'm hoping to see. And I think that, with these guys, we're going to get one. It doesn't really matter who they play.
Any final words before you head into your semifinal match?
Best of luck.
One match? I don't know.
Same as it was. So go ahead and get it on when you guys are ready. So here we are in our semifinal match, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
The whole character selection process is kind of a hard thing. You don't want to give it away, but you got to kind of react to the other person.
And
but
at some point, you kind of just got to throw down.
You just got to say, okay, I'm just going to do this. Looks like we got someone locked into Sagat.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been joining us for the last 5 weeks, you've been seeing us put on one hell of a show, which is our Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix Tournament. Lark Anderson, we've seen this go a few different ways now. We're down to the final 2 competitors. Any thoughts, sir?
I'm just looking forward to seeing a great match here.
So we've kept you in suspense for 5 weeks. We're going to go ahead and throw it out now. Let's go ahead and see our final match between our 2 greatest Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix champions.
The final. On to the final, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, we played in Vegas, and you know USA gambles big when we're in Vegas. So I had to go all out.
You had to go all out. You know, I couldn't help but notice your calm demeanor. It was like this is just business as usual for Paul Leaf and Guile in Vegas. I mean, well,
I was kind of worried about the stock market, to be honest. And then next thing I know, he said fight. So I was like, you know,
and then just unleashed.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get through this, America. Don't worry, we'll get through it.
So the tiger uppercut had nothing on you. There was no.
Come on, fist versus steel toe flash kick. Come on, no brainer.
I mean, come on,
steel toe flash kick beats fist.
Beats fist.
The Van Damme movies, you know, he relies on kick more than fist.
But Van Damme was French, dude.
That's true, but I still rent his movies on Blockbuster, by the way, just so you know.
You know, he was on coke for a while, dude. You like it?
Let's not talk about it. Let's delete that. He's my motivation. You know, he played Guile in
He did in the movie. That's your muse.
Yeah.
Well, you're all smiles going to the final. Who do you know who your competitor is next?
I don't know, to be honest.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
Hopefully there's some chaos and I get a bye again. I don't know. We'll see.
A bye in the final?
On a lot of confusion. It's all been luck, honestly.
It's all been luck. We love America. Staying with Guile.
Staying, possibly.
Possibly. All right.
We're at a weakened state right now, especially after the economy. You know, but
and our foreign relations are bad. You don't want to offend. You don't want to offend the G8.
It's very fragile right now. You know. We'll see.
Keep it diplomatic. Steel toe flash kick.
Hopefully I don't fight Cammy because Cammy's from England and England's our ally.
That's our ally. Paul Eth, moving on to the final. All right. Here at the winner's circle with Graham Wolf.
It's completely different, my character choices. In HD Remix, I play Balrog. He's a rushdown character. He punches people. Surprisingly, my main competition got eliminated in HD Remix. He was, I would say, #1 seed. He beat me at the big Evolution tournament this year. And normally it's like me and him in the finals or near the finals of those tournaments. And he got eliminated by somebody, so I'm not too worried in HD Remix. Just got to play good, not make mistakes, and I should win that tournament.
And you're going to stay with your tried and true then, Balrog?
Yes, I'm not going to change up at all during the entire tournament.
So let's hope you're talking with me once again here in the winner's circle. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Street Fighter tournament continues here at Gamespot, and we'll see you later.
We have Graham Wolf, U.S. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo champion, versus Paul, an unknown here today. Paul playing Pink Guile.
Round 1.
It is a counter character match. But will it be with the new changes to HD Remix? We'll see. Paul's going to look deep inside. Graham is a very strong Vega player. He plays a variety of characters very well. Playing patiently here, grinding Guile down, which is the right strategy in this matchup. Got him pinned in the corner. Guile not trying to jump in, create some opportunities. But again, Vega's relentless. He's got strong defense and a good safe offense against Guile. Guile's doing a lot of blocking, which is actually the right thing to do, but it's not paying off yet. One super credited, Guile catches him at the right time. Oh, flash kick. Graham a little overeager there. Goes for the throw. Big surprise for Paul. Hold it back. One match, anything can happen.
Round 2.
Graham on the road here. Going right for it here. Money. Goes to the flash kick, doesn't quite connect it there. Oh no, Dizzy! That roll. Next to another roll. This is a little strong follow-up. Oh! Then let's end this. Graham
Vega
wins here, and it's going to go to round 3.
Round 3. Fight!
If Paul can find some of those tricks that managed to pull round 1 out of the bag. Graham again playing a smart, safe tactic here. Keep him on lockdown. Guile can barely move. Look for that blocking close. Guile's going to do a lot of it. Oh, counter throw, very smart. Oh, a little bit down and dirty here. What's going to happen? Sonic moves that low down. Off the wall. wall. Catch Greg Spears. Right down to the wire here. Very even match. Guy with a slight advantage at this point. Do a little blocking. Look forward, catches that Vegas slide. Again, catches it again. Guy will get in the air. Comes down to the wire here for. Oh! Win! Paul and Ethan, a surprise victory. Congratulations.
Dude. That's awesome, man. Look at that. You're our new champion. Our Super Street Fighter 2 HD champion, sir.
Paul Eve, back here in the winner's circle, the champion of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. And how does it feel? How does it feel to bring America back to its prowess?
Feels good. I mean, we never forgive Spain for pulling out of Iraq, and he used Vega this time, so I made him pay.
So what?
Handsome fighters never lose battles, but he wasn't man enough to fight with me.
You know what I'm saying? So he was using a lot of, very safe techniques now.
He had a weapon. He had a 3-pronged claw, and what did I have?
Fists and steel toes.
What can I do? Yeah.
How does the win compare to the current economic crisis that's happening right now?
We'll get through it, America. Don't worry. We'll get through it. Play Street Fighter.
That's how you spur on the economy, right?
Yeah. Hopefully this inspires everybody to, do better. We can do it. If Gal can do it, you can do it too.
Paul, thanks for joining us. Congratulations. $1,000 strong.
Thanks, man.
You want to thank anybody here?
Capcom staff, everybody here, USA. Yeah, all the people here.
Team America.
Yeah, Team America.
Paul Eve,
USA Network.
Congratulations, man. Way to go. All right, that wraps it up here.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone from 64 people down to the single one best and only Ultimate Street Fighter 2 champion. Lark, it's been a long, fun ride. Anything along the way that you were surprised by?
Well, we saw some amazing matches on the way here, some interesting character battles, and we try to call the matches just based on character. That didn't always work out the way we thought it would, and that last match was amazing.
It was. So it was definitely worth the wait. So we hope you enjoyed it too, and we certainly had fun bringing it to you. So join us next time we see you, and whether that's on the spot, on Tournament TV, or anywhere else. So for Gamespot.com, I'm Ryan McDonald.
I'm Mark Anderson.
We'll see you